email address. Mine is sdarling@roxbury.org. Hers is kbrown@roxbury.org. Okay? So you can grab one of those, and we look forward, hopefully, to seeing some of you playing field hockey in the fall. Does anybody have any questions?
This is your chance. Fire away.
All right.
Thanks, Coach
everybody.
Darling.
Of course.
Coach Gangemi is here. He is one of the 2 cross-country coaches. Take it away, Coach. Welcome.
Good. Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome
Morning.
to EMS. I'm going to be one of the cross-country coaches, and the other one will be Mr. Moskowitz, who's also in charge of robotics and STEM. So some of you may be asking yourself, what is cross-country? It's almost like running at the track, but the difference is we don't use the track. We run outdoors. We actually practice across the street at Horseshoe Lake, and when we compete, we actually run around the lake. Many times we'll go away, Mount Olive Middle School, Dover Middle School, Hanover Middle School, and we'll run at their facilities. So it's a combination of running through woods. Sometimes you're on trails, other times you're on pavement. And the race lasts 1.5 miles. So if running's your thing, cross-country may be something you look into. It's also a great way to introduce yourself to the other students. We have both 8th grade and 7th grade competing together, and boys and girls both compete together. So we mimic the high school. We like to practice after school. So after school, we meet down at the gym. We work out for about an hour, and then there's an after-school bus that you would take home at 4 o'clock. So you don't need to provide any type of transportation. When we compete, that's also after school. So if we're home, we just go to Horseshoe Lake, and afterwards, your parents will pick you up because it's later than 4 o'clock. But when we're away, let's say we go to Mount Olive Middle School, we take the bus there just like the high school does, and then we take the bus back, and then your parents will pick you up. So some of you guys are saying, well, I don't have time, or maybe that's not my thing. If you're a hybrid athlete, that means that you play many sports. Maybe you're a soccer player, lacrosse player, cheerleader, softball player. This is a good way to stay in shape in your off season. Yeah, you don't have to be the greatest runner, but it'll give you an opportunity to stay after school, get in shape, have fun, and meet other kids and some of the staff members. You also know the physicality of the building, how everything works, because as a 6th grader going into 7th grade, you get a little shy, you don't know where to go, you don't know who to talk to. So at the beginning of the year, we start in September. As soon as you come back, the 2nd week of school, we start practice. And the biggest obstacle for most kids is getting their paperwork completed. What I mean by that is the nurse has a packet. You have to get the packet filled out and get a physical. Whether you're playing cross country, field hockey, in the winter we have wrestling, basketball, and in the spring we have track. I would suggest that you get that paperwork done early. If you know you're going to be playing a sport, whether it's now, winter, or spring, get the paperwork done over the summer, because once it's done, it's good for the entire year. Other than that, welcome to EMS. We look forward to seeing you in the gymnasium. We're down there right now. We're playing volleyball. Yeah, everyone's having a good time, so I'm looking forward to it.
Intense over here.
It is pretty intense. Looking forward to seeing you guys next year. And if you have any questions, just raise your hand. Yeah, it's tough when you just come in there and was like, what are we talking about?
So what I'm going to do for you, again, Coach Darling reminded you that there's literally the packet that you need. When you keep hearing Coach Gangemi and us talk about deadlines, paperwork, forms, right? I get it. Those are all just like vanilla words that go in one ear and out the other. Until you show up in September, super amped to do cross country, and then Ms. Hornock checks in your name and you didn't get your physical done over the summer. And then that's the worst, right? That's the worst. So, number one, you're here. Before you walk out that door in the back, take the paper that you need. Even if you're thinking basketball in the winter, or wrestling, or you're thinking about track and field in the spring. Now is the best time to get your physical done, right? The summertime is when you probably have the most flexibility in your schedule. Your parents probably have a little more flexibility in theirs. It's really hard to cram in a physical a week before the season starts. And to be honest, we really would prefer that you not do it that way because it makes it challenging for us to organize the season. Okay? So even if you don't take the paper, online, you guys know about Rock, right? You know how to get to like the district website. Select Eisenhower, select athletics, and right here, right? Again, that weird word forms. Okay? That's where you can go if you choose not to take advantage of the one that's waiting for you in the back of this auditorium. Okay? That's only required for sports. Clubs, we'll talk to you a lot about them in a moment with the peers. We'll do a club fair in the fall when you come here for real. But the sports are a huge deal, right? A lot of the kids really excited to be on the team. They drop the ball, no pun intended, over the summertime, and they don't get their physicals done on time. All right? So if this sounds like it's something you're interested in, don't let Coach Gangemi down. Do your part. Get your paperwork done. Go visit your doctor. Let him give you a quick checkup, and we'll be good to go. Those are good for a whole year, right, Coach?
Yep, and just know, sometimes you may be a little hesitant saying, well, I'm already involved, I do soccer, and it could interfere with my soccer. We're pretty flexible at the middle school level. We'd like you to do more things than not. So if you have two sports going on at the same time, you have to make a decision, and your soccer practice or game is more important than the day we have practice, you're excused. You're not going to be penalized. It's not like a high school. You're committed, but we're flexible as well, because we know some high-grade athletes are involved in all year sports, and we have to be a little flexible. So I want to keep them. I want to keep them.
Deal? All right, there's going to be a